What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good, my peopleizations? What's goody? We're in the building. We're in the building, my people. What's shaking? What's shaking? AK Crowder, my brother in the building. What's up? What's up? Bob the Builder. ED, Southwest Dice. Joseph Johnson. What's up, nephew? Pook, what's going on? Poe Porter, D-Boy Dev. Nate Woolbright. The OG Mr. Mont. Kenneth Pinkney. Joe Townsend, what's up, family? Joe, I'll be out there in September. Keith Tucker, Troy Allen, what's up, family? Joe, I'll be out your way in September, bro. Dub J M3, YG Knight, The Future, Andre the Prince, Stephen L. LeMac, Judah 773, James Mitchell, Ted Sparza 010218, David Cristobal Sala, Givey Mobile, what's up, family? CKK, Rick James, what's up? Midman J, Fosheen the Panhandler, my brother, what's up? Blood 91, what's up, family? Unknown, what's up, family? William Matlock, what's up? My brother AK Crowder in the building. P. Ollie, what's up, family? James Mitchell, JJ Short Deuce, what's up? 1 year being a family member. Salute. Low-Eye Deuce. Sham Allah, what's up, family? Carissa Shields, she put on. Mark Wunderlich, Straight Gate Trade. Bloody Red, William Bobo. Battle Boy, what's up? What's up, my family? Salute to everybody in the building. I appreciate y'all coming through. So let's get right into this, right? There's a lot of different talk and a lot of different reports. B Rilla, what's up, family? One Deep Boxing, what's up, family? There's a lot of different conversation, a lot of different talk, a lot of different rumors. It should be, it should definitely be noted that that's because of excitement. We got to understand that's because of excitement. Okay, Nikki's Breeze, what's up, family? Joe King, hey, $1.50. What's up? Driptopia Clothing, what's up? You got to understand, 88 Keys, what's up, family? R Miles, what's up? You got to understand if you Shakur Stevenson, if you Gervonta Tank Davis, anybody else, right? Anthony Fox, what's good? Because I know Shakur said, listen, don't listen to these YouTube channels. They got to tell you these things to make $1, to make $1. That's what they got to do to make $1. They got to do it to make $1. Harris Fam 215, what's up? Teach, what's up? Smiling Hot Dog, Anthony Fox, Scorpio 1176, what's up? That's what Shakur said. He said they got to do these things to get $1, right? Now, here's what I want to say about this, right? Is that, yes, they do have to, and we do have to discuss things to get $1. Oh, yeah, for sure. The Hurt Business 101. Daniel, what's up? My brother, Hood Rich 410. Did you get that, great brother? Salute to you. I don't know what's going on, man. Hood Rich, I'm going to have my wife because you must not have got it. Rick James, what's up, family? So, Tony Montgomery, what's good? So now, you got to understand it's the excitement if you Shakur, right? And yes, do we have to discuss things every day to get $1? Yes. He wasn't referring to me, so I didn't feel a certain kind of way because he wasn't referring to me. 818, what's up? Focus guy, what's up, family? So he wasn't referring to me, so I don't feel a certain kind of way. And I talked to Shakur Stevenson. Maharib Salam, what's up, family? So I don't feel a certain kind of way. But there's a narrative being pushed. It declined. Okay, all right. When this is over, I'll get my wife on it, great brother. So there's a narrative being pushed 1,000%. 1,000%. Oh, you can't hear the soundboard because I turned it down. I didn't want it to be too loud, AK. I didn't want it to be. I turned it up right now. Next Level Coach, what's up? I turned it down because I didn't want because people be saying, "Hey, man, soundboard is too loud. It's booming in my ear," so I turned it down. I just turned it up some. So you got to understand that it's going to be excitement. Shut up and laugh. What's good? So it's excitement on the part of the boxing fans, because when is the last time we had fighters in their absolute prime, this young of age, that fight? We got to be real. Mandrell Richardson, he said Blue Blood Stevenson. You see, now here we go with the moronicness. Paul Porter, what's up? Now here we go. Shaquille Fields, peace and blessings to the beautiful queen in the building. Peace and blessings, queen. How you feeling today? It's probably them. What's up? So now, Plug Magazine, what's good? So now I'm Shakur. Now is Blue Blood Stevenson, right? First it was I'm paid by Bill Haney. DJ3, what's good? you understand? First is I'm paid by Bill and Devin Haney, right? I'm a Haney fanboy, right? Now I'm paid by Shakur Stevenson. Like, you can't make this stuff up, right? D Brown, what's good? Never forget. We'll never forget. I should have clipped that moment when the brother said, "You hating on Tank," because I said Tank got an exceptional ring IQ. Brooklyn Bomb, what's up, family? Big Dog 913, what's up? I said Tank Davis has an exceptional ring IQ, and the brother came and said, "See, told you be hating on Tank." Addison Pinckney, 619 Cali Factor, what's good? Me saying that this man has an exceptional brain and an exceptional feel for the sport of boxing, no diddy, is hating on him. Teach, what's up, family? You can't make this stuff up. You couldn't make this stuff up if you tried. Exactly, Hood Rich. Hood Rich, you can't make this stuff up if you tried. Even if you tried to make this up, you couldn't make this up. If you tried to make this up, you couldn't make this up. You couldn't. 1D Boxing, what's up? Dietrich Ware said his IQ better than Shakur's. Okay, explain to me how is that the case? Please explain to me how that could be the case. And I'm not being sarcastic or anything. I'm asking you to explain. Silver Surfer, what's up? He said, Blue, put a poll up. Shakur versus Tank. What you want the poll to say? Who wins the fight? Or what you want me to say about it? What the poll? What you want me to ask? Who wins? Jay Blizzy, what's up? You can't make this stuff up. I'm just DF. What's up? Who wins? Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Oh. Right. So the brother said, Abram Flowers, what's up, family? Salute the Hurt Business in the super chat, dropping that Cinco. Uh-oh. Wrong button, brother. Sorry. On your boy Blue. You know how this thing go. If they agree, you a real one. If they don't, you hating. All facts. All facts. Gene Ortiz, what's up, family? Chief Collis, what's up? Dantes Maximum, what's good? All Miles, Colin Frederick, what's good? Yeah, get the likes all the way up. Terrence Bell, what's good? Facts is facts. Shakur don't bring nothing to the table. He want to eat a big plate. You got to bring something to the table. Okay, let me ask you a question. Terrence Bell. You said Shakur doesn't bring anything to the table. Cool. One deep bully mom. What's good? I'm just there. What's good? So, Terrence Bell, tell me what does Lomachenko bring to the table? I'm going to ask you to tell me what Lomachenko brings to the table. BP77, what's good? Daniel, what's up? So first and foremost, let's get this out the way. Yee Huncho, what's up? And I'm gonna get the call line going. I'm having trouble still setting up the call line. I don't know what's going on with that, man. I still can't hear y'all. I don't know. Inside the square circle, my brother King Judah, what's up, family? He said, what did Rolly bring to the table? Oh, yeah. Oh, we're going to get into this. Because I want to know what Lomachenko brought to the table. Larry Tucker, what's good? Do you have a fan base? Do I have a fan base? Spam619, what's up? Eric O, what's up? Do you have a fan base? Do I have a fan base? Clearly. I have almost 270,000 subscribers, and I should be at 300,000 easy. Audi 3 Music, what's up? Or are you referring to the fighter? Timothy Speeds, what's up? Are you saying that does the fighter have a fan base? Are you saying does the fighter have a fan base? Is that what you're asking? Are you saying does the fighter have a fan base? And y'all can hear me clear, right? My mic sound nice. Check one, right? They have a bigger fan base. Okay, you said Loma has a bigger fan base. KB, what's up? Sports Bag, what's good? You said Loma. So now I'm asking you, Terrence Bell, does Loma have a bigger fan base than Shakur Stevenson? Callie, world, peace and blessings to the beautiful queen. She in the building. Straight Gay Trey, what's up? QT, what's up? Elbow, what's up? Does Loma have a bigger fan base than Shakur Stevenson? He said yes. Okay, prove it. King Vonnie 86, cool. What's up? How do you judge that? How do you know Lomachenko has a bigger fan base? Based off of what? Based off of what? Based off of what? Realist Deuce 4, what's good? DeMarcus Mom, what's up? Hey, I don't hold y'all being late against it anymore because I know that's YouTube just playing games, bro. He said, yes, you do. Jazzy Soul, what's good? Yes, you do what? Yes, you do what? I'm asking you, what qualifies, what Harlem in the building? Harlem, man, that's what I'm talking about. Salute to Harlem. Salute to the 11550 Hempstead. We in the building. So, James Mitchell, what's good? Salute. I don't got fans. We got family, great brother. Roddy, what's up? So, Mandrell Richardson, what's good? Blue, I respect you, but be real about Shakur Stevenson. I am being real. I'm being 1,000% real. I'm asking you guys the question. You said Lomachenko has a bigger fan base than Shakur Stevenson. I'm asking you to prove it. What's there not to be real about? I'm asking you the question. You get mad. Y'all get mad at me because you can't prove the question. What am I not getting? What am I not being real with? First of all, they put money behind him. They put money behind who? Just because you put money behind somebody, does that mean you have a bigger fan base? Or is that just that's just an agenda? Orby Jackson, what's up? Tim Ford, what's up? Tim Ford says Shakur is free TV. Loman's on pay-per-view. Okay, Tim Ford, you said Loman's on pay-per-view. What pay-per-views did Lomachenko do? I'll wait. What Lomachenko don't have no pay-per-views. He has 0 pay-per-views. So I'm asking you, what pay-per-views did you see Loma on? You said Shakur's on free TV. Loma is on pay-per-view. What pay-per-views? Cloud Chaser Olympics, what's up? Last name first, what's good? Dexter Hayes III, what's up, family? D Brown, what's up? His last fight was on pay-per-view. Against George Kambosos, how many pay-per-views did it sell? Oh, George Kambosos and Loma was on pay-per-view? Oh, yeah? I must have missed it. Hey, somebody tell me, did I miss it? Loma and George Kambosos was on pay-per-view? Malik McIntosh, what's good? Loma and George Kambosos was on pay-per-view? Fred the Jig, what's good? Mahab Salam, what's good? I'm asking for a friend because this brother said that Loma's Tim Ford, this is what he said. I'm just going off of what he said. Did I miss something? Marlon Houston, what's good? I must have missed something because I ain't paid for that. Who paid for that? They got you, brother. You said Loma and his last fight was on pay-per-view. You paid for something that was free? You paid for something that was free. Six City Boys, what's up, family? So I'm going to ask you again, great brother, because I must have missed something. You the only one in the world that paid for Loma versus Kambosos. Now, why would you do that? Somebody stop him. He's out of control. He's out of control. He paid for something that's free. Now, brother, I'm asking you. SBM 619, what's good? Oh, I got to get the Nice So Smart guy one. Melvin Jackson, what's good? So, Tim Ford, what pay-per-views did you see Loma on? Just Jay, what's up? What pay-per-views did you? Doesn't matter, bro. Shakur free TV. What the? Somebody, this guy's out of control. Somebody get him. Get this guy. He's out of control. He's out of control. These hey, boxing fans are out of control. This dude said doesn't matter. Now it don't matter. Red Shepherd, what's good? You said all I needed to know was Loma was a pay-per-view fighter and Shakur was free TV. Then I asked you, what fights did you see Loma fighting on pay-per-view? And then you can't come up with nothing. Now you're talking about it doesn't matter. Oh, but it does. C Money, what's good? Oh, but it does. So I'm going to ask you again, because you sent me down this rabbit hole, and ain't no way I'm letting you get out out for free. I'm going to get some little rabbit feet for good luck. I'm going to get something out of this. Reginald Moan, what's up? No. You sent me down this rabbit hole, right? Oh, we going to get the little rabbit feet for good luck or something. Ain't no way. Ain't no way I'm letting you get away with this. You said it, and I'm going to hold you to it. Okay, so you said, Southwest Dice, what's good? LaShawna Whitson, peace and blessings, Queen. How you feeling today? Yeah, cut creator. Now you talking about, no, it don't matter. Now you talking about Loma would have been bigger. Would have been bigger than what? He would have been bigger than what? That's why I tell y'all, man, stop just being out. Just stop it already. Loma would have been bigger. Bigger than what? He would have been bigger than what? Joe King said your mic is fuzzy. No, it can't be my mic. Ain't no way I got a brand new mic and my brand new mic is fuzzy. It got to be you got to reboot it. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. H, what's up? KB, what's up? Q Lee, what's up? Ain't no way I'm letting you getting away with this one. No, sir. Now he said Loma would have been bigger. Bigger than what? Indigenous Fire King, what's up? He would have been bigger than what? Don't disappear, Tim Ford. You said Loma would have been bigger. Bigger than what? BVG Trey, what's up, family? He would have been bigger than what? I need the I need the I need the I need the Denzel Washington. You can't do it. I asked you to show me why is Loma bigger than Shakur. You made up stories. H-Dub, what's up, family? You made up stories. Yeah, because Loma's last few fights was on pay-per-view. It wasn't. The Showdown, what's up? It wasn't. It wasn't. Then you can't prove that. Now you talking about it don't matter. You the one that said it. Call D, what's up? Muscle Up Cat, what's up? I simply asked you, show me why Loma is bigger than Shakur. Junior Star, what's up? Show me why Loma is bigger than Shakur. Show me why. Neil Williamson, what's up? He said Loma would have brung the fight. G Coffin, what's up? He says Loma would have brung the fight, so I agree with Tim Ford. So because Loma brings the fight, that makes him a more of a draw than Shakur Stevenson already. Make this make sense, man. Joel, what's up, family? Professor X, what's up? Doughboy Bird, what's up? Make this make sense. Realist Deuce 4, what's up? Pete Lucci, what's good? So because Loma is going to be more exciting, that means he's a bigger fighter. Right now, he's a bigger draw than Shakur. Man, come on, man. We got to start making this make sense. How's he a bigger draw just because you feel like he's going to be more exciting? That's not a fact. That's your opinion. And that's a preference. That's your preference, and that's your opinion. In your opinion. That's your preference and your opinion. That doesn't mean that he's going to be Zelly Otto. What's good? That don't mean he's a bigger draw than Shakur Stevenson because you prefer to see Lomachenko against Tank because you feel like he's going to bring the fight to Tank more than Shakur is. Loma don't have people walking out his alarm. I have a country behind him. Tim Ford, this is not even making sense. You said Loma don't have people walking out of his alarm. I have a country behind him. Walking out his alarm, I don't even know what that is. You don't even know what that is. Jalil Palmer, what's up? Richard Ponce, what's good? And then you said, I have a country behind him. It's not what you have behind him. It's what he has behind him. He don't have a country behind him because you ain't see his country stand up for him outside the Olympics. Maya Egypt, peace and blessings, queen. When you see Lomachenko's country, I'm gonna ask you again. Tim Ford, I'm gonna ask you again. When did you see Lomachenko's country stand up behind him outside the Olympics? And where's the proof of this? Now, again, people love to talk about the fact that they chose to highlight and show you people walking out the fight in the 11th round. Do you know that there's only 12 rounds in a fight? Which means those people was there for all but 3 minutes. Stonehaven, what's up? Do you realize that? When they showed the people leaving, that was in the 11th round. There's only 3 rounds in a fight. There's 12 rounds, and there's 3 rounds. There's 3 minutes a round. So that means all those people sat there until the last second, and then it was like, you know what? Shakur won this fight. There ain't gonna be a knockout. Let me go ahead and get to my car before this traffic. Let me explain something to you, Tim Ford. The GOAT 9-5, what's good? let me explain something to you. I went to Kevin Hart's show recently, and the last like 5 minutes was Kevin Hart. The people started leaving. They wasn't leaving because Kevin Hart was boring and they didn't like Kevin Hart. People start leaving early when they know it's about to end so they can beat traffic. Everybody does this. Turn Music Entertainment, what's good? Now, was it the most crowd-pleasing, exciting performance? No. Larry Tucker, what's good? But that's not the first fight. I can show you many fights. Clayton Wilson, what's good? Okay. When, to give you an example, when Errol Spence fought Mikey Garcia, I was there, front row. Dominique, what's good? Clayton Wilson, what's good? In the last couple of rounds where Errol Spence fought Mikey Garcia, people started leaving. Why did people start leaving? Because they knew that he wasn't going to knock out Mikey Garcia, and they were trying to beat traffic. That's a fact. Speedy in the building. That's my cousin in the building. What's up, Speedy Cinco? What's up, bro? So, Jonathan Thompson, what's good? This happens all the time. To give you another example, I'm a huge 49ers fan, right? I was at the playoff game. In the fourth quarter, the end of the fourth quarter, not this year because we was in these dramatic games against the Detroit Lions and Packers, but last year, Barbara D, peace and blessings, Queen. How you feeling today? Blessings to the Queen, Barbara D. She in the building. I went to the 49ers Cowboy game, last playoff game. People started leaving in like the first minute of fourth quarter when they realized it was not going to happen. Right? People do this. That's what they do. Now, you have an exception. Gervonta Tank Davis is an exception. Right? Floyd Mayweather is an exception. Canelo Alvarez is an exception. And the reason why I give you these guys, KK585, peace and blessings. The reason why Floyd, Tank, Deontay Wilder, Tank, Floyd, and Canelo, they are an exception because their fights are not fights, they're an event. Now, I never said Albert Caldwell was good. I never said that Shakur was a bigger draw than Tank Davis. We know that not to be the case. But what I'm saying to you is that what leads you to believe that Lomachenko is a bigger draw than Shakur Stevenson? You don't know that. You just been told that and you didn't use your common sense. Okay? You didn't do that. And Tim Ford, now watch this. You said people don't boo Lomachenko. Okay. How many fights of Lomachenko have you attended, Tim Ford? I'll wait. Tim Ford, tell me how many Lomachenko fights you went to. Tell me. Tell me, Tim Ford. Tell me. Sarat Ya Israel, what's up, family? Enzo 88, what's up? Round One Sports Store, what's up? Tell me, what Lomachenko fights did you attend? Paul Porter, what's up? Lawrence P, what's good? What Lomachenko fights did you attend? Oh, now Cat got your tongue, huh? Now you was responding to any and everything. Now all of a sudden you mute. Paul Edwards, what's up? I didn't know I had to be at a fight like a fighter. LOL. You mad I've been to one fight versus Devin? What? You're weird, brother. Now you're talking about Devin Haney. What does Devin Haney have to do with this? Bro, why do they always bring up Devin Haney? Nico Easter, what's good? Please, somebody explain to me, what did Devin Haney have to do with this? West Philly Tour, Joseph O'Bain. What's up, family? Somebody explain to me, these dudes are weird. Seen and unseen boxing, what's good? You dudes are weird, bro. I ain't never seen a person. Devin Haney live rent free. It's like Devin Haney. Did Devin Haney be with y'all significant other or something? Like, what did he do to y'all? I ain't never seen people just bring up a person. He has nothing to do with this. Nothing. You dudes are weird. Well, LOL, you mad I've been to a Devin Haney fight. Why would I be mad that you've been to a Devin Haney fight? Make that make sense. And get Tim Ford out of here. Goodbye. Whole clown, man. Goodbye. Get him out of here. I'm not getting mad at anything, bro. It's ignorance. I'm trying to make a change in the sport of boxing. And that you have to weed out the ignorance. That's what you have to do. You have to clean house to start a new foundation. And I'm getting rid of people like this that are not fans of the sport of boxing. So I'm not mad at anything. Swifty Valor, what's up? This dude then switched the conversation from Shakur Stevenson to Devin Haney. Make that make sense. What did Devin Haney have to do with it? You mad I've been to a Devin Haney fight. Why would I be mad you at Devin Haney fight? Make that make sense. I'm vaccinated 85. What's up, family? Glowman for Water said, bro, you mad. What up? Go sit at the kitty table. You just as dumb as he is. Miss Lucky Me 4 do 7. Peace of blessings, Queen. Tex Mason, what's good? Mike Roker, what's up? He said he didn't have to go to a fight to know people booing. Stupidity is contagious. Hezzy, what's up? Stupidity is contagious. Well, how would you know people booing? How would you know if they booing or not if you ain't never been there? That just is that. You see, I'm dealing with people that D. Rich Richardson, what's good? H. Dub, my brother, what's up? Eric O, what's good? This is like dealing with children. You know when you have a kid, right? And you know you have a kid, and when you have a kid, your kid, you like, hey, let's go to this restaurant. And the kid's like, I don't like that. And you say, you never had it before. How you not like some? How you don't like something you never had? Oh, I don't like that. That's how these people talk. P-Cast said, you are rattled. You have a picture. Your profile picture is you and another man with your shirt off. And you talking about, I'm rattled? Right. Your profile picture is you with another man and neither one of y'all have a shirt on. And you talking about, I'm rattled. The Showdown, JBT said, Blue reading what he wants to read. Clown. I'm a clown? What am I a clown? Why would I be a clown? If I'm a clown, you paid to come to the circus. So what does that make you? Make this make sense now. Hezzy, what's good? Hezzy said, bro, Blue, he said he went to the Loma versus Devin fight. Okay. Sunny Day, what's up? I was at Loma versus Devin fight, and nobody was booing. So what is he talking about? Then he's just a liar. Ron Tara, what's good? Nobody booed at Devin versus Lomachenko fight. That was one of the best fights in the year. So what is he talking about? So then he just lied again. Jason Bourne, my brother, what's up, family? Ron, what's up? Like, so then he just lied. So you lying just to push a narrative on Devin Haney? Because nobody booted Devin Haney, Lomachenko. Dub CPBLPD, what's up, family? Texas, what's up? That was one of the most entertaining fights of the year. He said, boy, Dub can watch you for free. Stop playing. Mike Roker, what's good? So how's it? He said he never said people was booing that fight. That's what he said, brother. Are you paying attention? It's free. Paying attention is the most free, expensive thing in the world. He said that he said that people were booing at Shakur Stevenson fight. And then he said nobody was booing at Lomachenko fight. So I said, how many Lomachenko fights did you go to? And then he said he went to Lomachenko versus Devin Haney, which means that you're trying to indicate that people was booing at that fight. Paying attention is free. It's the most free, expensive thing in the world. The Showdown JBT, since I'm a bozo and I'm a clown and you got all these things to say, how about you click the link, you turn on your camera, and you come and explain to me why I'm a bozo and a clown, but you came to the circus. Ben Atkins, what's good? They go to link. The Showdown JBT. So they go to link. Come click the link and turn your camera on and show us how I'm a bozo and a clown. Go ahead, they go to link. Why is he talking about Devin losing when that's not what we're talking about? Paying attention is free. Then he's more of a moron than I anticipated. Because the fact is, he said that nobody was booing at Lomachenko's fights. And I said, how many Lomachenko fights have you been to know if people was booing or not? And then he said he went to Devin Haney fight. So that indicates that Devin Haney fight, people was booing, correct? D-Boy Dev, no, Tank didn't send Shakur offer as well. That's not true either. People just be making stuff up. He had casual boxing talk with Kenny, Coach Kenny, on Fanon channel. They had casual boxing talk, and they were just throwing things around. And one of the things was your highest payday. Antonio Short, what's good? Bag Judah, what's up? Your highest payday compared to what Tank will offer you. Would you take this number, so on and so forth? They were just throwing things around. And he said, yeah, I would take $6 million, whatever. And then people turned that into a reality. Oh, he said he would take. He never said that. And they never offered him anything. That's facts. He wasn't sent to offer. Miko Easter, what's good? Now I'm waiting for this brother, the Showdown, to click the link. Where are you, brother? Darwin Daniel, what's good? You got the link, brother. Where are you? Let's have at it. I need y'all to get the likes up to 500. Smash the like button. Get the likes all the way up to 500. Drop it down in super chat. I need everybody in the building to drop it down in super chat. Refresh the super chat. And I need y'all to get the likes to 500. Merc Go, what's up, family? So the Showdown, we waiting for you to hit the link. Since I'm a clown and I'm a bozo and I'm all these things. No problem. Linda Stevens, what's good? And while you waiting to try to figure that out, we'll continue on. King Lee Elliott, what's up, family? Where you been at? So anyway, Shakur Stevenson has a point, but Shakur has to understand when he says these things that it's pushing the fight. That's what. You understand what I'm saying? It's pushing the fight. That's what it's doing. Round one, what's up, my guy?
What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm good. How you feeling, great brother?
Okay, take off the rebirth here. Hold up.
Oh, this is the great. What's up, family? So people got to understand that when this Shakur and Tank, you know, people, it makes people excited. It gets them excited. It gets them something to look forward to. When you have a fight pop up, and that people saying, "Hey, man, you know what? We could get Shakur versus Tank." That gives something. You know, boxing is not top 10 sports. Ray Williams was good, right? Boxing is not a top 10 sport. So at the end of the day, we don't get a lot of mega fights in boxing. We just don't. Now, a lot of that is due to the fact that boxing is very top heavy, but it's a massive sport, but it's very top heavy, right? It's a lot of fighters, but it's not a lot of superstars, right? There's not a lot of major names. It's way more, quote unquote, no disrespect, but pedestrian names, right? Then there is high class, high profile superstar boxers. Now, on any given day, you can have a pedestrian beat a superstar and get an upset. Hence, Manny Pacquiao's situation when he made his name, right? When he was the underdog and took a fight on short notice, and then he won the fight, and then the rest is history. You know what I'm saying? After being knocked out twice. H-Dub, my brother in the super chat. Much love, family.
Hey, yo, Blue.
Hold on one second, great brother.
Go ahead.
Antonio Short, brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on us in the super chat. He said, much love from Washington, D.C. Salute to D.C. in the building, man. Much love, family. Hold on one second. One second, great brother. The Queen, Barbara D, in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. She said, exactly, Blue, people are pushing a hypothetical because of an interview. Let's just wait and see what happens. Exactly, Queen. And then, you know, Omar Hamilton, what's up? It just runs rampant. Like, now they're saying that Shakur is asking for 30 million. He didn't ask for 30 million. And the few things I've told you guys, like, and this is coming from behind the scenes, right? As far as they would much rather Tank rematch Isaac Cruz. That's not a narrative. That's the truth. Tank is pushing for the Shakur fight. He wants the Shakur fight. Don't want to rematch Isaac Cruz. That's not a narrative, right? Coach Calvin saying he don't like the style matchup. That's not a narrative. That's the truth. That's what he said, right? So it's different from some just saying, hey, he's asking for 30 million, he's asking for 6. That's not true, right? And again, like I said, it comes off and making Tank look bad. It comes off and make Shakur look bad, and it's excitement, but it gets people adrenaline going, right? They want to see the fight. Lyndon Stevens, brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said 5 for the chat. Hit the like, fam. Salute to you, King. I appreciate you.
Blue.
What's going on, great brother?
I would like to share a little bit of light on exactly the topic that you guys are bringing up, and I would like to alert the fans to not to be confused or misled from exactly what you're saying. Stay with me.
And just do me one favor. I just gotta say this. Just keep it clean when you because they on my back. But go ahead. Go ahead, great brother.
Absolutely. What I mean is that right before your eyes, you're watching Vasily High-Tech Lomachenko tell the whole world that he won't fight his countryman, the other Ukrainian fighter. Mm-hmm. And when you see that, if Vasily can say that, they won't say nothing to him. But in the United States of America, if Shakur Stevenson says he doesn't want to fight his countryman Tank, they'll call him names. They'll say this, he's scared, he's stuck. Mm-hmm. It's okay for Saul Canelo Alvarez to come out and say he doesn't want to fight Mexicans, but we want the Americans to take out the Americans. Sometimes we have to realize that we're competing in the sport of boxing, and these right here are the gold medals. These are the gold, and we need to bring these back home. We're always taking our guys and putting them against our guys, and then all of a sudden, what do you want Tank to do? Beat up Shakur Stevenson, beat up all the other Americans, and then Ukrainian has 2 shots to come in and try to take everything away from us. You just got Tank Davis to do his dirty work. And remember, when you're saying F Tank Davis and F Shakur Stevenson, you're saying F America, because that's an American fighter right there. Let's just keep that in mind. And we're competing against every other nation and nationality. The way that Errol Spence Jr. and Terrence Crawford did it, they cleaned out everyone before they met at the top. That is the same thing way Shakur Stevenson and Tank Davis should do. Now Loma slips out of the back door, and who's getting all the criticism? Shakur Stevenson. Like
Right.
Loma didn't just duck Tank Davis right before your eyes. How are you going to be offered the best fight, the money fight? You hit the lottery fight. It's for a unification for 2 titles, and what allured Loma throughout his career, unifying all 4 belts. Roads lead to Tank Davis, and you mean to tell me he passed up on the most money fight, 2 world title fights, and he doesn't have enough motivation? How much motivation do you need?
Right.
The biggest money fight, the 2 belts on the line. Ain't this why you're still in the sport? Because you're trying to get the 4 belts that eluded you,
Right.
Loma, right? So they got us up here debating about our American fighters when he slid out the back door and got very little criticism. And let's remember that this is not the first time Loma has done such. He vacated his belt to 19-year-old Devin Haney back in the day and got it franchised. It seems like, and I'm going to say it, that Lomachenko is scared of the top Black American slick style fighters. And that seems to be the ones that give him the most problems. Yeah, he'll fight the middle guys. Yeah, he'll beat even the lower guys. But it seems like when we got our best at the top, he's not motivated. He needs a year off. He needs to go to the war and all this other stuff. And then it got us smashing at each other, fighting and at each other's throats over our own American fighters. You guys have to understand, we're not doing too good with titles right now. We don't own a heavyweight championship since Deontay Wilder. Thank God for fighters like Jerron Boots Ennis that just solidified that world title. We need to start pushing our guys against in the other direction to fight the other guys for their belts. And what we're doing is we're attacking each other.
Right.
And we're putting pressure on our own American fighters. And sometimes us, by the fans asking for these fights, look, I would love nothing more than to watch Tank Davis and Shakur Stevenson go at it. And I think it would be an amazing fight. But wait, there's other champions out there that have those belts that are not in America. How about if we fight them? And when they walk away, where are we left? Attacking each other. So I think, look.
I love that point, man, because you know what? I'm guilty of that as well. Because I see just the best fighting the best. But you got a point, right? Because nobody else does that. Nobody else does that. And you 1,000% correct. Because and I can raise my hand and say I'm guilty of that. Right? We have and you know, and I want to ask you this question why you said that, right? Do you think, because now you got me, now I'm asking myself, why do I do that? You know what I'm saying? Because I do that all the time. And so do you think do you think it's because we have an embarrassment of riches when it comes to successful athletes?
No, it's a little bit deeper than that. You have to understand that when we're viewing American sports, when you watch football, it's football's only played in America. That's Americans competing against Americans. We're taught to go against each other. When we watch the NBA, we watch the NBA, American against America. We're taught to attack each other, to talk shit to each other. When it comes to boxing, we forget it's like the gold medal. It's like the Olympics. We're actually competing against nations. When we're watching the Olympics, you have that fire inside of you when you see an American athlete get up there and he's competing. And whether you know him or not, you're cheering because you know the flag. We took the flags away from sport and we made it an individual thing, a thing where that we start attacking each other and we believe that it's just the best fighting the best. And in actuality, boxing is a business disguised as a sport. And the sport is going global. Boxing is changing. All these other nations are starting to adapt our style and techniques. And America has passed this on throughout the generations. And now the competition is getting fierce. I've always asked myself this question: where does the best fighter in the world come from? Who is he? And where is he? And every time Terence Crawford walks into that ring, he looks across the ring and he asks himself one question: are you him? You see, every competitor loves competition. He loves when the guy brings that fight out of you, that fire. You know, it's always cool when a guy is looking at it and saying, and selective, yeah, I'll fight you, but I won't fight you. That's a dude that's being selective in his fights. You know, men like Terence Crawford, men like Naoya Inoue, those kind of guys. Look, what possesses a man to move up from 147 to 154 at 36 to dare to be great? Legacy. Legacy. To prove to the world
Right.
he is the best fighter in the world. Terence Crawford, for a long time, you know, like I watched his career unfold, and it seemed like he always got overlooked when he got his achievement. He got the first man with the 2 belts. 6 months later, the Japanese guy does it. You know, he got the first belt. They gave the award to Vasily High-Tech Lomachenko that year, and it must have been frustrating for a man like that to be in front of us. And I've always said this in sport: I don't want you guys to miss men and women like this in the sport of boxing and fighting over each other and not watching another fighter's fight and miss out on greatness. I advise you to tune in to fighters like Terence Crawford, Shakur Stevenson, Tank Davis, and our American fighters, and support them instead of always going and attacking at them and feeding into this thing that this machine says that we always got to be attacking each other. Because let me keep it funky in history. Throughout history, what beats a black American fighter? Another black American fighter. That's what beats them. And then, and you know, and they got Mexicans sometimes and the rivalries, but you got to see that at times we got to like recognize that we just can't keep taking each other out. And these other countries are coming in slick. Japan got 10 world titles. You don't see them attacking each other. Ukraine got 3 belts in like a week. You don't see them attacking each other. You know what they call each other? Countrymen. My fellow countrymen. You know what we call each other? You know what we call each other? I don't want to repeat it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? That's where our level is going in the sport of boxing. And we need to teach these young men and women that are coming up. You might not respect our legends. You might want to be better than them. But pay homage to them. Show your respect. Bow you for the men and women that keep the sport alive for you to be able to do what you do today.
Mm-hmm.
You see?
Oh, true.
Rather than having Camille Moulton come up and your Tank Davis disrespecting and going online. Do you see the level of disrespect that the Americans put out there for our legend Floyd Mayweather? Tank putting them in dresses and everything. You think other nations do that? They'll probably put you in a firing squad. We are so disrespectful to each other.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
And that's why the purity of the sport, we speak of the purity and we speak of change. But when change starts to happen in front of us, we fight it. For instance, case in point, the IBF, the only boxing organization that's trying to clean up the sport. What they do when Usyk said he didn't want to fight his mandatory, strip. Who's the organization that finally stripped Canelo Alvarez? The IBF. And when they do these things, fans go, oh, no, this is corruption. This is that. No, the IBF hears the fans loud and clear, and they say there's a ranking system. And if you move up, damn it, if you're not going to get your shot, you need to force these champions to be real champions. And when an organization steps up and speaks louder than words, the people want to say all this other stuff. No, they stripped Terence Crawford. That wasn't right. Really? Who they gave the belt to? Duran Boots Ennis. And what did he just do? Defend it. More money, belt not sitting on the shelf. That was the right move to do. And we asked for these things, and we asked for this as the fans to clean up the sport. A lot of these boxing organizations need to come together with what? That 10-pound weight claw, which I think is good because it keeps the fighter honest. Everybody needs to implement it. Another structure on one way of respecting the ranking system. So fighters like David the Monster Benavidez don't go through what he's going through with WBC and the 32 board members where they elect who fights for their belt. It's not like a real ranking system. And then the fans are fooled and think that all belts function the same way when they don't.
Mm-hmm.
There are sanctioning bodies, but different structures and rules. You see, so I know it's confusing in a way, but we'll get through this. And boxing is evolving, and boxing is in great hands right now. So look, Blue, I hear everyone giving and sharing their opinions on both our American fighters. But please, fans, don't cause this to be anything other than a fight that we want to see. Making it personal between two American fighters doesn't do anything for their legacy. We need them to stay focused and not to take this out of the boxing ring and into the streets. We know how many times we can even boost things up so they can get out of hand. Please support our fighters. And when you're saying F you to one, remember, you're saying F you to America.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love that point, man. Hey, do me a favor. I think you got me on because I'm hearing the echo on your point when I talk.
Oh,
Alan Day, Alan
okay.
Day, my brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said you have 3 A+ fighters, Usyk, Crawford, and Inoue. 3 B+ fighters that are influencers, AJ, Nello, and Tank. Salute to my brother, not Will, brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He says Shakur will shock the world. Yeah, well, you guys know I've been saying that I think Shakur wins the fight. 50-50 fight, and it's a super fight. You know what I mean? But what's your thoughts on the fight itself? Claymore, what's up, family? Claymore, you want to jump in?
My assessment on the fight is that I think Shakur Stevenson is going through an athlete mental. You ever see a baseball player that he's a home run artist, and then all of a sudden he starts to go on a slump and he starts to strike out for like a month? He has to go to a sports therapist type thing. I believe Shakur Stevenson is going to something through that similar, because we all know who Shakur Stevenson is. But late, he's become a little gun shy and more cautious. You see, and I think that Shakur Stevenson, he's gonna get whatever's going on, whatever happened in that Edwin De Los Santos fight. Since then, he's kind of changed as a fighter. You see, so I think that Shakur Stevenson, look, does he have the skills? Yes. Does he possess the ring IQ, the ability? Yes. If he really decided to bite down on the mouthpiece and come forward, could he be, this destructive fighter? Yes. Now, Shakur Stevenson has to believe in himself to bring the fighter that we believe in. We know it's there. We know what he's capable of. It's up for Shakur Stevenson to show up in the fight. Interesting enough, if Shakur Stevenson sits there and boxes with Gervonta Tank Davis, I think he'll beat him. But Gervonta Davis is not going to box Shakur Stevenson. And for how long can Shakur Stevenson take Gervonta's punch? There hasn't been too many fights that I've ever seen that Gervonta was thinking about the scorecards. He's not the type of fighter that, he's in the back of his head, he's saying, I'm trying to win on points. Gervonta, when he fought Mario Barrio was winning that fight. Gervonta knocked him out. He had a plan, and it seems like Gervonta knows how to break down his food, and he knows how to break it down just to the point to get you and soften you up to knock you out. So, that's the one thing I would believe that Gervonta will start to implement in his training camp is to be able to cut off the ring. He's going to have to be able to cut off the ring on Shakur and try to trap him and keep Shakur in front of him. That's going to make Shakur fight him. Whether or not Shakur Stevenson got enough punch to keep Gervonta off of him, that's yet I've been to be seen. You ever hear that expression, until I get in the ring, I got to feel him out? You got to feel how strong he is, and until I see that, You know, right away when I saw Gervonta and Frank the Ghost Martin, I knew Tank after the first round was the stronger fighter. You know, you could learn a lot from a feeling out process. You see, so but look it, if you're asking me, boxing wise, Shakur Stevenson is the much better boxer. But pressure wise, bigger puncher, Tank Davis is the bigger puncher. And remarkably, Tank's extremely accurate. And don't be fooled, guys. Please don't be fooled. Tank Davis is a much more skilled fighter. And I truly believe this. I'm going to stand on it. All right. We have not seen the best version of Tank Davis. Please believe that. He's really smart. He's had a lot of distractions in his life, and he hasn't really been able to get that right dancing partner to really showcase his ability. But when Tank wants to box, you better go look at that Gambozo fight, the way he boxed in that ring that night. You better look how he boxed against Leo Santa Cruz. And Luis Santa Cruz is a 3-division world champion. He's never been knocked out. And a lot of people try to, I'm going to tell you that fake story that he was moving up and he was a smaller guy. Well, my eyes told me that Leo was also obviously the taller guy and he had the wider shoulders. So he had no problem being in there with Tank. The way Tank set him up and knocked the 3-division Hall of Fame champion guy out like that speaks to skill and ring IQ. And if all these other guys were who they said they were, they would have did the same thing to Leo, but they're not. And I'm trying to tell you guys right now, we have not seen the best version of Tank Davis.
And I'm you know what fight I love? I love the fight where he fought Quayle. Man, the angles, the foot angles, the foot speed, the combinations. Man.
Look, he has a lot in his arsenal. And when he wants to pull them out of his bag, those kind of punches, he can. I'm trying to tell the world that Tank Davis is a lot smarter. He just hasn't had those proper dancing partners. But when he does, he's going to put on a show. Trust me.
Mm-hmm. Salute to the Queen, Barbara D in the super chat, dropping that cinco on this in the super chat. She said, Blue, he says, everything I feel and truly understand the passion. I feel that. Salute to Round One Sports Talk. Yes, sir. So go subscribe to my great brother, Round One Sports Talk. J Pitty City, my brother in the super chat, dropping that cinco on this in the super chat. He said they need to bring back Super Six, including Super Champions, regular champions, and interns, but promotional companies would then play games. That Super Six tournament was special, man. Even our Ali tournament, they had that Josh Taylor and Regis Prograis and Ramirez. They ended, man. That was special. You know what I'm saying?
Anyway, the World Series of Boxing. Yeah, he was the one that won the first Covenant Muhammad Ali trophy.
Exactly. Sir Dante Fox, brother in the super chat, dropping that cinco on your boy Blue. He said Tank beat Shakur and it's not debatable. I think you're a bigger fan of Stevenson.
I'm not a fan of no one. I'm a fan of boxing, first of all. I don't have a horse in the race. I love all boxers and I wish they would win. Don't put me as a fan of one particular boxer. I just give my opinion and my insight on what I believe the fight would become. Now, there's different versions of this, and I'm sorry if you're butthurt if I maybe catered one more than another person, but I am truly a fan of boxing, just like Blue here. I hear him constantly trying to remind the fans that we cover the sport, that we're elevating all fighters here. You see, we're in the middle and we have our shows so that you guys can voice your opinions and we can break it down and talk about it as adults.
Yeah, and not only that, but Sir Dante Fox, how you gonna say it's not debatable? That sounds ridiculous. Then it's not a super fight then. Alan Day, brother, back in the super chat, dropping that cinco on your boy Blue. He said, at the elite level, KO artists, high volume punchers, pressure fighters don't beat the elite boxers. Typically, they don't. And we got my brother in the building. I ain't seen him in a month of days on here, but it's been a month of days since I've been on this time. My brother Claymore Rain, he's in the building.
Yo, this is my kind of panel. Salute the Round One Sports Talk.
Yes, sir.
God
Yes,
bless
sir.
you in the back, bro. You talking crazy out here today. You trying to shake the algorithm up right now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
My boy Blue, man. Oh,
Thank
man.
you.
Thank you for allowing me to come up on this panel, bro. Like, yeah, I'm listening in the back. I'm telling you, I'm listening. I'm sitting here like screaming in the back. Hallelujah. Amen. Preach, brother. Preach, man. This sport needs this type of talk. This is the type of sport this is the type of talk this sport needs.
Right.
And shout out to everybody in the chat. And I know, you guys have become desensitized to building fights, to the best fighting the best, and what that sounds like and what that means for you as a fan. Don't cheat yourself. Treat yourself. You guys have been doing this to yourself for about like the past 10 years, it feels like, minimum. Cheating yourself.
Yeah.
Downplaying fights. Talking about we don't need to see this. We don't need to see that. We already know what it is. Yo, if they ain't fight, they haven't fought. If they ain't fight, they haven't fought. Stop it, man. You guys got to stop it. I'm sorry, Blue. Please continue.
No. We was giving you the floor, great brother.
Absolutely. Take the floor.
No, listen, man. It's just refreshing. And of course, it's going to be somewhere near this age group. And I feel like there's a generation in this boxing game right now. And I'm talking about, obviously, a newer casual generation who got pulled into the sport by being fans of boxers, which is awesome. That's awesome. But let me tell you guys something, man. Ain't nothing like seeing your boxer fight the best fighter in the world and beat him. You think you're happy right now watching him knock anybody you feel like watching? Watch him beat the best. Look, bro, if I'm a fan of anybody right now, presently, it's going to be Bud Crawford. Guess what fight I need to see? I don't care what nobody says. You know what fight I need to see. I'm a real fan of Bud, right? I need to see him fight Canelo. Yeah, I know he can't weight classes for a reason, all this, but this is what this is about. Special fighters do special things, but shout out to Round One Sports Talk when he said something a little bit earlier today that I thought was real significant, probably like 10, 15 minutes ago, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, bro, you're never going to see your fighter do the best thing he's ever done without that right dancing partner. It's about that right dancing partner. Calvin Ford himself said, listen, I'm looking for that guy who's going to push the button on my fighter. You haven't even got to see Tank shine yet. He's just as thirsty as us to see Tank do something crazy. He knows what can happen if he got that right guy in front of him. You guys got to stop doing this, man. You got to stop doing this. Stop downplaying fights. Stop discrediting fights, breaking fights. No, push fights, man. Push fights, man. You got to want to see what he's going to do with Shakur. You got to want to see what he does with Teofimo. You got to want to see what he does with Lomachenko. You got to want to see him against Williams Zepeda. You got to want to see him against all these guys who everybody thinks can beat him, bro. You got to want to see it because you haven't seen your fighter yet until you've seen him fight against those guys. You ain't seen Tank yet. You think you seen Tank. You still ain't seen Tank yet. You said you were a fan of Tank, right? You still ain't seen Tank yet. All this time, all these fights, you still ain't seen him yet. Calvin, like, yo, y'all ain't seen him yet. Everybody telling y'all ain't seen him. But every time we bring up a fighter that could possibly bring that out of him, you crap on him because you get threatened. You start feeling like we're dissing your fighter or we're throwing shots at him, or you don't understand that. We know what we're looking for. We know what Tank can do, but we know he ain't going to do it against De Los Santos. Or, you know what I'm saying? He ain't going to do it against somebody he ain't got to do it against. He's going to do it against the best. The best is the only people he going to do it in front of, including Shakur. Shakur ain't going to show you nothing. He going to give you what he been giving to you. He going to be putting you guys to sleep because he ain't got to. He can win the way he's been winning. He can't do that against Tank. He going to have to go in his bag. We missing out, man. Don't cheat yourself. Treat yourself. Salute to the chat. Salute to the panel. My bad.
Absolutely.
No, that's 1,000%, because what happened here now, social media has created this this agenda, man, or narrative, or whatever you call it, where the fighters have become bigger than the sport. That's never the case. And that's why I say all the time, be a fan of the sport of boxing first, be a fan of the fighter second, because the sport is always going to outlast the fighters, period. Right? It's always going to outlast the fighters. I was a fan of Roy Jones. He don't fight no more. I was a fan of Juan Manuel Marquez. He don't fight no more. I was a fan of Pernell Whitaker. He don't fight no more. The late, great Pernell Whitaker, right? Larry Holmes was my favorite heavyweight. He didn't fight in forever and a day. You know, the list goes on and on and on. The sport is always going to. Lennox Lewis is another one of my favorite fighters. He don't fight no more. Floyd Mayweather. He don't fight. I mean, if you pay attention, right? And I want to say something to you guys, because when I looked at this the other day, and I don't know if you guys noticed this, but the other day when Terrence Crawford sat down with Andre Ward, did y'all see all that gray hair in his beard and in his hair?
Yes.
And I'm like, bro, are people not paying attention? The sport is going to age him out, right? His beard and his head was just gray everywhere, and I'm like, people don't pay attention to these things. You are going to the sport is going to be aged out. They are always, the sport is always going to age out the fighters. Period. It just is what it is.
I believe that my man was bringing up an interesting point here, and about the two fighters and how we always attack or discredit one of the fighters, and I believe that that's a mistake in the sport of boxing. We need to turn around and acknowledge. You have to acknowledge that if you're calling Shakur Stevenson a bum, or this, that, if that's your opinion against Tank Davis, when Tank Davis beats him, then you're gonna say that he was a bum. You got to give these guys both their flowers. You have to build them both up for who they are. For God's sake, they are really a professional ranked fighter in the world. Out of like any division, there's a typically 1,000 fighters normally. You mean to tell me you're either the champion of 1,000 fighters or the top guy? No, give that person their credit and their just dues. So when I talk about the fighters, I try to talk both sides. Fans are the ones that usually try to get me to pick a side. And me as the host, I got to remember to stay focused and to tell the fans, no, give your opinion. I respect your views, but we don't got to shit talk this guy to make our fighter bigger. Okay? We're going to see that night in the ring, aren't we? And we're going to see who the best fighter is. The problem is that is thrown around a lot in the sport of boxing. It's not recommended in actuality to continuously fighting the best at repeatedly. In between, it's fight one great fighter, then a couple right in there, then another great fighter, like that. You don't want to go through war. Your longevity is not going to really be good for that, right? Mm-hmm. But there are fighters that are in unique situations. Let's just keep in mind, there's only about a handful of pay-per-view fighters today in the world. And when you get like Terrence Crawford, he's in the gym and he's trying to train. You get this young lion coming in to spar against him. What happens? The guy attacks him like a spider monkey. Why? Because he wants to see how he fares against a champion. And Terrence Crawford is trying to tell him, kid, slow down. All I want to do is spar. Sparring, we're learning.
Right.
And then you got these other people taking sparring footage and putting it all over the internet. Tank versus Devin and all this, which if you and I, Blue, we should be able to agree on this. What does sparring mean? This. Zero. Because sparring is sacred, first of all. And if you take my footage and show it to the world, you'll never be asked to come back to my gym. First of all, let's keep that forefront. And when we're sparring, we're working on things. You cannot reenact fight night, your wife sitting in the crowd, no fucking headgear, and you don't got 16-ounce gloves on. You got 8-ounce gloves on now, okay? So sparring, I don't take nothing from that. But it just goes to show that when Terrence Crawford's trying to get sparring nowadays, he's always getting like the best. When he goes in the ring nowadays, he's always getting the best. Mm-hmm. When you fight Terrence Crawford, you're fighting to be the first man to beat him. And you have to understand that brings the most motivation out of his opponent. That's like you coming up in school and your boy beating up this kid. It was an easy fight. And when he fights you, he fights you the fucking best. Mm-hmm. You're like, how the fuck are you fighting me? But this dude just rocked you.
Mm. You know what I call it? I call it the little brother syndrome. Like your big brother could be the baddest person on the block, right? And you'll fight him tooth and nail. But when you go outside and fight a stranger, it's a completely different energy. Right. It's the big brother syndrome. It happens all the time, and I say this because 9 times out of 10, you know they're not going to try to end your life.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? But
Yeah,
you know
engaging
they
with
can
the
hurt
brotherly.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right,
but you
right,
wanna
right.
test yourself though.
Yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah.
you feel like you said, if I could do this against Terrence Crawford,
Right.
right?
Then
Like
I'm ready for the other
I'm
guy.
ready for everybody else.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah. So,
saying?
those are some of the things that we're coming up against in boxing. But look, at the end of the day, what I'm trying to push out is, with respect, we can talk shit to each other about our great fighters, but we can boost up both our fighters. Okay,
Right.
and let's just remember, at the end of the day, Tank and Shakur and Devin and Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence, all of them, they're our guys. And they're
Mm-hmm.
competing to bring these belts where? Back home.
Right.
Back home. I want
And,
these belts here.
Yeah. It's
and
the
brother, I
only
appreciate
constant Olympic sport.
and I
24/7.
and I appreciated what you said earlier too. That really had me going when you and like Blue said, you put it in perspective because I had to raise my hand right next to Blue to be like, damn, bro, we forget sometimes that
Hold that thought, Clay. Let me get the super chats off the.
Yep.
RC brother in the super chat dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said no lies told in here this evening. All facts, bro. All facts.
Thank you.
Hold on, we got two more than my brother. Hold that thought, Clay. Don't drop that thought.
No doubt, we're right here.
NC Tyrant Spy, my brother in the building in super chat dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said y'all have to understand that good 40% of people in the chat right now are casual, so they don't understand about what you mean dancing partners. Oh, 1000%. Because we got another brother in the chat talking about I was biased with the Devin Haney Shakur Stevenson negotiations. You didn't pay attention very well. Brian Monday brother in the super chat dropping that half a dub on us in the super chat. He said, Blue, I got here late, so I know I probably missed you speaking on Bud's opponent. I have heard that he presents some serious issues for Bud. Is it true or just promotional move? He's a very good fighter. He switches from southpaw to orthodox. Raymond sends us up. He switches from southpaw to orthodox, but I think he lacks speed, and I think he lacks judgment of distance very well. At times, he can overreach with his punches. We're talking about Israel Madrimov. He overreaches with his punches at times. He switches sometimes for no reason, right? You typically fighters of this magnitude, they switch to give you angles. He switches sometimes just cause, you know what I mean? And he can be countered. And I think Terrence Crawford is the ultimate counter puncher. Terrence Crawford has an extremely high ring IQ. And if you make a mistake, he's gonna make you pay and make you pay daily. And when I watch Israel Madrimov, he overextends with his punches. He judge of distance. I was just watching a fight before I came on here. He reaches sometimes with the left hand, leaving himself his weight over his front foot. He's overextended. He don't translate from offense to defense very well. So those are things. Is he a very good fighter? 1000%. Or you ask me, I'm just giving you my breakdown of how I see Terrence Crawford winning the fight. And does he present a challenge? Absolutely. He's huge. He's a big puncher. Okay. He's aggressive. And when he sits down and he's being technically sound, he's very good. You know what I'm saying? It's just that little mistakes, those little subtle mistakes, I think Terrence Crawford capitalized. But go ahead, Clay, what you were saying?
No, most definitely. Just to add, what I was saying, but just to add to what you were saying about Madrimov, when you talk about him switching for no reason, you can tell he just hasn't had the looks yet. It's the experience he hasn't had yet, and that 10 fights he has. Even though he has a lot of amateur fights, you could tell how comfortable he's in the ring, and I don't think you can be that comfortable against Terrence. I think you got to be way more disciplined and respect the guy in front of you a little bit more, and that's probably what's going to be his downfall. But I do think he's a real danger to Terrence, one of the biggest dangers Terrence may have fought. But quoting Terrence Crawford, he don't know until he gets in the ring with him, because a lot of times, like he said, he gets in the ring with who's supposed to be the hardest fight, like a Errol Spence, right? And he has like the easiest night of his life, but then he'll get in the ring with a green machine. And then, you know what I'm saying, have a long night. So it is what it is. Once again, just we got to see them fight to really see what's going on. But I wanted to just expand on, add on to what ProBox was saying a little bit earlier. I'm calling you ProBox. I don't see your name right now, but
Round One Sports.
at around one sport. That's it. And when you were saying the international thing, like I was saying before, I had to put my hand up to that and not forget sometimes to realize that boxing is very different from the NFL, the NBA, baseball. It's an international sport. Countries are going against each other. You know what I'm saying? And at times we get so hyper focused on, and that's why I appreciate Turkey. To be honest with you, one of the reasons why I appreciate Turkey's presence in the game right now, because we're missing that. We're missing that American pride, you know what I'm saying, in the sport, which there's nothing wrong in having that. Seeing our fighters collect belts, like you said about the heavyweight champion, us not having one since Deontay, you know what I mean? Right now it's being dominated overseas. Real important. Also, highlighting what you said about the cons, the pros and cons of really just the cons of dismissing your fighter's opponents. Mayweather is notorious for giving the fighter he's about to fight all the respect in the world, right? Hell of a fighter. You know what I'm saying? He has to. If the fighter ain't doing it for himself, he's going to do it for the fighter. Why? Right. Because he knows it's going to make the biggest difference on his win. He understands the impact that's going to have on his legacy. Because if you go ahead and you cook somebody, and Tank one time said about Frank Martin, you ain't even supposed to be in the ring with me. You in here too soon. What started happening? The haters or the detractors of Tank started being like, well, you cherry picking then, right? You cherry picking then. And was he cherry picking? I mean, I don't think he was, but I'll tell you what, he didn't help his argument by sitting there dismissing every bit of talent that his opponent had by getting in the ring, or the fans saying that, right? So when you discredit Shakur Stevenson and he gets in the ring with Tank and Tank gets a victory over Shakur, well, how much is that victory worth if Shakur was never going to be a competitive dance partner in the ring?
According to you.
We just got to learn how to be fans of boxing again, man. Like clearly the space knows how to be fans of boxers. Clearly, you know what I mean? Everybody has their boxer. You don't need no help in that. But loving the sport and being a fan of the sport and remembering what builds a sport and what builds your fighter that you say you love, there's a disconnect there. And I'm hoping that what Turkey's doing and how he's moving right now can bring a passion back to the sport, bring a passion back to matchmaking again. I hear fans say things like, I don't care who Tank fights. I just want to see him fight. That's not my era. Back in my era, I cared who he fought. Right. If I ask a Tank fan right now, and I'm saying Tank because he's the face of boxing right now, and I notice this a lot with his fans. If I ask you guys who do you guys want to see him fight next, a lot of you guys, I'm not, very rarely am I seeing you guys give me an answer on who you want to see him fight next. So you guys don't care. You don't care who he fights. And I think you guys are just missing the experience. You're missing out. You're cheating yourself out of the experience of seeing your fighter beat the best fighter in the world. When Terrence beat Errol, that was crazy for me as a fan. You know what I mean? As a fan, I was like, it was not because Terrence beat somebody. It was because Terrence beat Errol. You know what I'm saying? It was that win that was significant. That's what, you know what I mean?
And the thing is, for me, and I'm pretty sure for you two gentlemen, you get the same feeling. But that's why I'm so passionate about what I do, and that's why it annoys me sometimes, is because I don't know what they say, real recognize real. Right, you just can't identify and understand this type of behavior, right? When I see the feeling I get, and again, you guys know this because we come from this era, but the feeling I got when I see Sugar Ray in the corner and Tommy Hearns in the other corner, there's no feeling like that. When I saw Floyd in one corner and Pacquiao in one corner, finally, that feeling is amazing. When I see Holyfield in one corner and finally Mike Tyson in the other corner, right before the bell ring, the feeling that you get is just out of this world. You know what I'm saying? Just to name a few. When you get that the tension is so thick, right? Everything is so thick and it's so, you know what I'm saying? It's so tense. You know what I mean? It's like, bro, there's no feeling like that. I told Sean Porter this the other day when I was at, I don't know if you guys, either one of you guys was at Sean Porter Terrence Crawford fight, but
I did. Of course.
when Sean Porter and Terrence Crawford came out the locker room, that is one of the most electrifying atmospheres in boxing that I ever felt. It was, bro, I had goosebumps. It gives me goosebumps now. You know what I'm saying? When Terrence Crawford came out, I'm bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, like I want to see the best in this corner, the best in this corner, right? When you have, it's like the unknown. It's the energy you get. It's no feeling like that.
Yeah. For me, it was Oscar De La Hoya and Felix Trinidad.
Oh
Yeah,
my
I mean,
goodness! Oh my
yeah, I mean,
goodness! That
yo,
was a crazy
listen,
night.
that was fire, right? I to touch on something Claymore said. I think we a starting point so that we can start to look at boxing with a different set of eyes is recognize our American guys, our American team,
Hmm.
a starting point. Remember what side they're on.
Right,
We need to
exactly.
put like a line,
Right,
Terrence Crawford, Arrow, we're all on the same side. We can compete against each other.
right,
Yes, we can compete against each other. Okay.
right,
To figure out which one of the best Americans come out of all of us.
right,
But with respect, we need to view our guys like the US team.
right.
I think we need a
Exactly.
starting point. That's where we need. So that
Another atmosphere, right? And another atmosphere that we have, right? That we get was Fury Joshua 2, right? Man, and y'all know Wilder's like my brother. But man, listen, when Wilder came out with that suit on, and then when they dropped the song, I don't know if you guys know, but when Fury comes out, he always comes out with Fury on fire, on fire, on fire. That right? That Fury on fire. Man, X Champ side, the feeling that it felt like the arena lifted. It felt when Wilder did like this and it said bang like that, it felt like the arena completely lifted and shook. When it went dark and then the light hit the corner and the song dropped on fire, and you can see Tyson Fury, man, there is no feeling, but you only gonna get that when you have two guys that are imposing in opposite sides of the corner.
yes,
That's the point that we're making.
yes. And I think that Tank Davis doesn't have that correct dancing partner, but
Right,
I
right.
stand on it when I say when it does happen, I'm gonna stay on whether he wins or draw. I'm trying to tell you, Tank looked better. His appearance, his face structure, he was smiling in that leading up into the Frank the Ghost Martin fight. He was dancing around in the ring. He didn't have that blank stare he usually have that he looked like he was going into the fight with something on weighing in the back of his mind. He looked like his life itself was a bit more control. As we know this to a lot of our young fighters that come up the rankings, and if they have the ability to come up on money, they have a hard time managing it. And sometimes that can take some of our fighters out. It's not even the sport itself. And we watched them grow up right before our eyes, fight by fight, and situation by situation. And by the grace of God, Tank Davis is still here. How many fighters have we seen die in car accidents, overdoses, and the sport didn't even take them out? There are a lot of legends, what ifs and possibilities. You see? And thank God that Shakur Stevenson's still around. Wasn't he on the same floor where they shot Takeoff? Seriously, he could have took that bullet to the head. Okay? So some of these kids, we need to teach them coming up. It's not about the bling being brother. That's what they want you to think. Floyd Mayweather, and I'll always say this. He was the best at it. He understood the difference, but he didn't have time to explain the game to AB. AB wanted to live that life. Floyd was pretending. If you ever see Floyd behind this, when he doesn't have a fight schedule or nothing, he doesn't have no gold chains, no nothing. He got some fresh shit on.
All
right?
facts.
But
All facts.
he's not. He knew when to start the shit talking. And Floyd was in those clubs. TMZ would come in back in the day. TMZ, it shows you how old I am, right? And they snap off pictures. Floyd would go out the back room and start jogging.
Yep, sure would.
It was just a ploy
Sure
to make
would.
his competition think, oh, he's not taking the fight serious. I can stay in the club a lot longer because Floyd's in the club right now. You don't know it. He just ran out the back door.
Sure did, and literally ran out the back door, literally.
And Floyd, the coach didn't have to call Floyd to train. He would beat the coach in.
Yeah. I ain't gonna meet you there. I'm gonna beat you there.
So much so that he would get pissed if they're not there. Floyd would get irate, man. He would call them and wake them up, and they're like, bro, what are you talking about?
Every legend, you gotta see that they're a little bit crazy up here.
Mm-hmm.
The Jordans, the Tom Brady's, they got that little person.
The Kobe Bryant's.
Yeah, they got that little. Floyd got that shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what Floyd said? Floyd would work out at night. Floyd would work out at night because his opponent was sleeping, and he would work out on purpose within his mindset, like he ain't doing this. That's why I'm doing what I'm about to do.
I remember the day that Zab Judah had that interview, and they said, Zab, you've been called in to train with Floyd. What do you think about Floyd? And Zab said, I see why he beat me. This man trains like if he doesn't have a penny in the bank account, like if you're gonna take it all away from him.
Yep.
I don't understand how he's so focused sleeping on silk sheets.
Yep.
That's a level of dedication that most men would never understand.
Yep, that's all fact.
It's easy to talk about something, but it's another thing to understand it.
Right. Yeah.
Talk is cheap, and these kids ain't training like that. And we need to teach our young men that are coming up. I love Abdullah Mason. I love the way that his father keeps his head on his shoulders, him and his brother. Shouts out to him and the Mason family. Yo, I love that kid. I love where his head's at. He doesn't have these chains on or nothing. His mentality is boxing is a lonely man's sport. And unless you're helping me with boxing, talking to me about boxing, keep it pushing.
Yep.
Right? But I see other brothers like Keyshawn Davis going in the wrong direction, getting pulled off, not one but two for positive marijuana test. Now, my brother, you got to learn from that, pull it together, and don't become Edgar Berlanga, where that you got a couple gold chains on your neck, right? And then you fell off for us because he hurt me, because I thought Puerto Rico had a good one right there. And he turned out to be this, and I'm going to say it, a disappointment.
Okay? He's starting to get more enamored with the lifestyle. Yeah, he liked the lifestyle more than
this in boxing many times. Okay? And I'm not talking shit. I'm just being critical. I'm not judging nobody. I'm being critical because I could speak boxing. But if Edgar Berlanga gave me something to talk about, well, then damn it, I would have something to talk about. Give me something, damn it. Woo. But you're not going to get a free ride just because I'm Puerto Rican and get me to support you when you're doing dumb shit. You're going to end up laying us down and breaking a lot of people's hearts. And I'm not going to let it happen. This ain't the fight we wanted.
NC Tyrant Spot. Salute to my brother NC Tyrant Spot in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. Ike Corte versus Felix Trinidad. Diego Corrales versus Castillo. Muhammad Ali versus Joe Frazier. Meldred Taylor versus Caesar Marvin Hagler versus Julio Caesar. Marvin Hagler versus him. Hitman. All dance. All facts. Great fights, man. Great fights. Hey, let's get our last words, man, because I gotta get out of here. Hey man, I'm having fun, man, bro.
It's a crazy panel tonight.
I'm having so much fun right now. It's my son's birthday though, but
happy birthday to your son, man. Happy birthday. I hope I don't know if you do it for the whole weekend or the whole week, or if you know how you do it, Blue. So I'm just saying,
the whole weekend.
Yeah, I know
I'm having fun, but I see my wife is looking at me through the door. I'm like,
Thank you, Miss Blue. I know we on the way. We about to wrap it up. Man.
Yeah, she wanted to sing happy birthday and cut the cake and all that, but
no doubt. No,
I'm chopping it up with the bros. I'm having fun right here, man.
This was a great 20 minutes, 30 minutes. I don't know this is what I'm talking about, man. This that boxing talk, that passion. And this type of conversation is what's going to push the sport where it needs to be. This is what's saving the sport is spreading this type of information, really trying to give everybody that feeling back. Because I know, and shout out to the casuals, shout out to the hardcore fans, but shout out to the casuals. I'm going to go with like Jesus a little bit on this one and say, I forgive you because they forgive them for they know not.
Hold on. I want to get, hey, Jay Smith, man. Jay Smith. Jay Smith, my brother Jay Smith, man, he doing big things. Before we get out of here, Jay Smith, send me your email. I want you to jump on with the brothers real quick. He's doing a lot. He's on the board in the DR. He's doing a lot for boxing in the DR, man. He's doing a lot of stuff. Hey, bro, if you can, if you're free, I don't know if you're free. Send me your email again so I can send you a link real quick. And I just want I want the world to see what you're doing. I want the brothers here to get familiar with you and what you got going on, boy, brother. So if you could, man, send me the link and I'll send you, send me your email. I'll send you a link right now. He said, what's good. Could you jump on for a second? I don't know. I know he's on the board out there, man. He's doing a lot of stuff over there in DR, man, for amateur boxing and everything. So,
hey, yo, Claymore.
Yes, sir.
Hey, yo, anytime you want to chop it up.
Okay, man, send it now.
If you don't mind, I can look you up, you know what I'm saying, and we could chop it up or whatever.
Okay,
you know,
man. Listen, hours. It's nothing. That's you talking my talk. I don't know how we'll send you my information. You know what I mean? I put the link for the channel, but I watch you sometimes though, bro. You're a passionate dude, bro. You talking that talk, bro. Like, you know what I mean? It's refreshing. You know what I'm saying? I had to learn the hard way coming into this space about separating, you know what I mean, the content creators from the content creators. You know what I'm saying? These type of conversation pushes boxing, bro, in the right direction. Saves boxing.
All that cursing and swearing. Look, you know what I'm saying? I'm an older gentleman, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like we can express what we need to express. We can try to reach a common goal, whether we agree or disagree. We could still value each one's opinions. And I believe that boxing can be talked about and passionately promoted at the same time. You know, if you want to play devil's advocate and I'll take one guy, you take one guy, and you know what I'm saying, we could always do that. You know what I'm saying? But
that's the fun. That's the fun. Hey Jay, I sent it.
At the same time, I just want to slide this in throughout the segments and realize that we are a group of individuals that are passionate about boxing and that we do not have a favorite boxer. We are giving you this to give you insight and viewpoints of how you think and how you should see a fight. And in case you want to put your hard-earned dollar down, we're going to make sure that you are given proper information.
Right. And that's the thing. We can have fun, right? And say, hey, I think this fighter win. I think this fighter win. And it be all in good fun. But what happens is today's time is taken away from us, right? Because the fans take it away because if Round Toe says, hey, I think Shakur win. Oh, you a hater. How does that garner a hater? What are you talking about? You could just favor a style. It could be something that you see. It has nothing to do with hate. Claymore say, hey, I think Tango win. Oh, you a hater. Like it does. And the worst part about it to me, fellas, because I've been dealing with this, and I don't know if you guys have, but this is what I have been dealing with. It trickles down to the actual fighters themselves. Because then the fighters themselves, I've had so many fighters say, hey, bro, you hating on me. And then I have to ask them, tell me what I hated on you about.
Blue, I said this the other day. I said, I got to start chilling and stop arguing with these fans, these fanatics, because it starts to look like I'm hating on the fighter. Right. When I'm trying to just give them light on how competitive something could be, or how this fighter he's about to fight is not a pushover, how he needs to be a certain way, and he can't just be a 75% version or 50% version of himself. He needs that 95+% version of himself. You get into these passionate conversations, and the fighters see it from the outside looking in. They're like, damn, man, he really hating on me. Like he just like, you start looking wrong. Like I hated that for like almost a year. People have me labeled as like a Tank hater and as a Devin hater. I used to fight it all the time. Like, bro, what are you talking about? It's just that y'all hate so hard on one fighter. As soon as I jump into giving that fighter some accolades, boom, y'all want to classify me. Y'all want to put us inside of a box. We're not allowed to speak on boxing no more unless we're talking about your favorite fighter in the most positive, celebratory way. We can't have no criticism, no advice, no concerns. We can't share nothing that puts any doubt in that fighter's ability to win the fight and maybe possibly lose the fight. It's crazy.
This is where I was last night with Clarissa Shield and Amanda Serrano. Okay. My Puerto Rican fans were telling me Amanda Serrano's the best female fighter, and my other fans were telling me Clarissa Shields was the best fighter. And all of a sudden, they had me kind of going back and forth until I caught myself, and I said, Clarissa Shields has never actually said anything to me, and Amanda has never said nothing to me. Why am I going to get you guys to raise my blood to speak up bad about her? So I came to a conclusion inside of my head, and real quick, like I said, you guys know who the best is out of those two women? They said, who? I said, the American fighter. They're both American fighters. America's the best.
100%, man.
So when you're thinking, yes, then if you're asking me what country has the best female fighter, then you guys are correct. It is an American fighter then. Sometimes you got to outthink the fans. You can't keep fighting with them.
Yeah,
that's one fighter fans. And sometimes you're thinking you're talking to a boxing historian, someone that is passionate about all boxings, the sweet science, and when in fact you're arguing with an individual fan. And that's where it becomes a little bit, right, where that I'd rather have these kind of conversations, you know what I'm saying, that we could talk about the ins and outs of boxing.
Right. It gets the waters get money. Yep. Jay, I sent you the link. Mahabir Salam, my brother, been a channel member, family member for 21 months. Salute to you. He said, y'all old school, so y'all know the saying, never argue with fools from a distance. No one can tell the difference. Yep. All true. But you know what happens, Mahabir Salam, is that it's the passion. We passionate about it. You know what I'm saying? And then when we just trying to give our breakdown from our standpoint and our history and our experience with the sport, and then that in return turns into hate. And then so in defending that and saying, hey bro, what are you talking about? And then we just defend it, and then now all the thing that gets sent to the fighter is the defense. Nobody actually sees the actual. Yeah.
You ever look at yourself sometime, get into a fan, like replay the video, and you're like, damn, man, they really got me on my. They really had me going.
Y'all know it happened to me all the time.
Got me out of character.
Yeah,
got me to.
Yeah, it happens all the time because it just, for me, I get tired of it where people just put stuff on you that's not true. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like for instance, the brother came here earlier. Hey, you was all over it. You know when Devin and Shakur with their negotiations. No, I didn't. What are you talking about? And then the thing is, we have to realize is that so many people watch so many different platforms that they'll take things that this guy said and bring it over to your platform and say you said it. No, I ain't saying that.
All that hate in their heart. They come over to your platform all built up mad.
Right.
They didn't get to talk on that one. And they come and
so
when
Shakur and Devin had the negotiations, I didn't get into the negotiations. What I said was, I simply said, who am I to tell Shakur his worth or not? But neither one can say, Shakur can't say that Devin lowballed me or ducked me when he made you an offer. And just like, and vice versa, right? So Shakur even said, I should have called his bluff. Right. If you saying that Devin don't really want to fight you and he sent you an offer, what the offer is, that's fair and still going to equal out to more than you have made, then you should have called his bluff. Right? But who am I to tell you what your value is? If you feel like your value and your worth is more than that, then you stand on that. But you can't say, oh, he made me a lowball offer and ducked me, when in return, Devin took a lesser deal to fight George Kambosos for undisputed to secure a fight. So from his standpoint, he's saying, I took this deal, a lesser deal than what I'm giving you, to make sure that I got undisputed. Now I'm giving you undisputed without all of the back in the antics, okay, with the rematch clause and having to go to Australia, none of that. And you getting a shot at undisputed, and this is what I'm offering you, and you don't want to take it.
Yeah.
100%.
You guys know in today's era,
so Birdman, you don't know what you're talking about. When I said that Shakur should, if he's offered 75-25, right? That's more than what Devin Haney got for fighting George Kambosos for undisputed. I'm not here to tell him what his worth is. Just like I always said with Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence, I'm not here to tell you what Terrence Crawford worth is. If he feels like he's worth more than X, Y, and Z, then that's what he's worth more. If he believes that, you are worth what you negotiate. Period.
And hindsight says, right? Hindsight says, it turns out he was worth it to somebody. Yeah, bro, getting in people's pockets and putting caps on their value and trying to check somebody and check another fighter who's fighting for their value, what they feel like they bring to the table, bro, it's ludicrous. And then, like I said, hindsight, right? Hindsight. Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence said, you know what? I want this fight that bad. Let's get back at the table. Damn all the silliness of it all. What you need, man? Because I need this. Sometimes it just takes that one important person in the room to see where you're coming from, bro. And now look back at it and tell me, was Terrence's time wasted? Right. Was his tactics horrible? Was his business sense?
Right.
You know what I mean?
It took him almost 6 years to chase down Errol Spence Jr. to unify. And that's almost 6 years out of your career that he could have been, doing things. Speaking of which, the explosion in boxing of all the fighters that got 4 belts, in today's era, if we haven't noticed, there's only one fighter currently today that has 4 belts. And that's Naoya Monster Nui. Now, as of Thursday, Canelo don't got 4 belts, and they were the only 2.
Yep.
And it goes to show you when all these people were saying, look how easy it is to get belts. Oh, yeah, it's always kind of easy at first to do something. You want to know what's hard? Maintaining it.
Damn near impossible.
Will Jones, you said we're a pro-blood panel. We're not even talking about Bud and Errol. But if you feel like that, then the link is in the chat. Why don't you click the link and come show us how we're a pro-blood channel?
We're talking about everything.
You meant one quick little example, just showing how
they
can't help themselves.
That's what I'm talking about, right?
Those are the guys that come into the chat late. They come into the chat late and they think they know what we're talking about.
And then another brother, Birdman, said he just saw a video where I said that Shakur should take the 25%. Shakur said he should take the 25%. Not so smart guy. You got to pay attention. Okay. Shakur himself said, I should have took the deal and called his bluff. So what are you talking about? There you go, my brother. In the building, Jay Sanchez. What's up, family? Can you hear me? Oh, I think the internet.
He look like he in the DR right now. He just got that DR wave on the picture.
Yeah. What's up, Jay Sanchez?
Jay Smith, what's up, my guy?
Yeah. Salute, Jay Sanchez. You look like you living a great life. That's all I can tell you. That boy got that I'm away smile on his face. Look at that. Chad smile.
That's that.
Somewhere else.
That's organic right there.
Yo. He's gonna walk outside. He's gonna be tropical.
That's organic right there, boy.
He's putting on some guava juice. Say chili. Oh, you want me to hit the link? Hold on, let me get my internet together, man. Get right. I can talk to you for a minute.
Jay, your internet is lagging, great brother.
Blue ain't never gonna get to cut that cake, bro.
Hey, I told her give me 10 minutes because I wanted Jay to enter. He doing big things. So you guys are great brothers. I want to introduce him, man.
Right.
I'm bad, my peoples. This third world country internet and shit.
Ain't no better internet, Jay.
It's the good life over there, though. It's the good life.
Yeah, man. So listen, man, I want to say I've been listening to the conversation, and I think y'all can relate to this. When you know boxing, you can appreciate listening to people who also know boxing, because everybody talk boxing, but everybody don't know boxing. Right. So listening to y'all, man, it's a real good conversation. I appreciate, you guys sharing actual insight based off of knowledge, based off of understanding, as opposed to your feelings, your preference. I appreciate my man's, my Puerto Rican brother right here. He was like, yo, Clarissa Shields, she's that shit. You could have easily sided with Amanda Serrano because that's your sister. So you can see when there's knowledge and non-bias, we pick what we believe. That's it. There ain't no influence, no outside influence determining. And that's why I've been rocking with Blue for years, man. Because Blue say what he gotta say, and that's that. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to put you on real quick, my brothers. I recently got put on. I'm in charge of the press for Santiago's Boxing Association. So now I'm going with the team to all the tournaments. Matter of fact, the national championship was this weekend. I got mad videos. It's crazy. The ladies was bombs flying left and right, my people. So yo, boxing, yeah, I promise you, my peoples. You see how you seen these Dominicans that's getting like Michelle Rivera, El Bronco Adames, yo,
Andy,
Dominican
David.
Republic now in the amateur program. They have some real good boxers, man. Some real good boxers
What's up?
coming up.
Yo, Bronco is a force, and Ali Rivera fought last night. He looked good. He fought an awkward fighter, but he stuck behind the game plan. Kudos to him for believing in Coach Rocky and the game plan that they put together, and he pulled off the win. You know, so and the fans were embracing him after the fight. They sent me some videos where a lot of people were calling out to Ali. So he's back in the winning. You know, 2 wins since he switched to a new coach. So,
Those
yeah.
damn
And that's what
Argentinians are awkward, bro. They bring it. All of them. They consistently bring that pressure style fighting. You just got to pace yourself out in that situation, or you end up like Hitchinson almost fell victim to it, right? Like you got to understand when that pressure's coming like that. The way Michelle carried himself last night was just the best way to carry himself, because that guy could have put him on his behind. Very easily. You know, Keyshawn faced somebody like that the other night as well. Somebody who's just aggressive and just going to take what you got to give and come in there, and he's throwing heavy shots back at you. If you can't pace yourself and wait for your opportunities, make opportunities, and don't get overzealous and get into that shootout with them, you can end up a victim by somebody who you probably on paper should be beating.
Right. And Ali was criticized before for standing there and admiring his work. The one thing I liked last night is that, he was getting in and getting out and not just standing there. At first I saw that he had to find his proper distance and timing, because he couldn't, he was trying like to touch him a little bit with the jab. That way he could just find his perfect range. By like the third round, he started to catch him. And then he started to put more power. He got a little comfortable in a couple of exchanges, and he paid for it. He backed up, recentered himself, and he started working back off of his jab. So it shows that Ali, he was staying the course. You know what I'm saying? And he kept his wits about himself. Yeah.
You got to get him to that cadence sometimes. Sometimes you gotta program him. You gotta like train him, like break him like a horse. Like you're gonna come in like this so I can time you.
Right. Sometime Ali has to understand that the dance is not going to be performed the way it's always carried out. You're going to have to mix it up and get it dirty. And he has to know when to make it dirty. Like, I know this is a very old fight, but when Marvelous Marvelly Hagler fought against Hitman Hearn, he knew he couldn't box him. He had to make it dirty.
Right.
And he pushed it. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
He pushed it on him. There's times and moments where Ali would like the fight to play out as smooth so that he can be more effective in his style. You see? But sometimes boxing's not like that. And you got these pressure star fighters that'll see that and start bringing it to you with relentless hooks. And depending how you respond to that, it will determine.
That's gonna be Rayo's. That's gonna be Rayo's assignment this weekend. That's gonna be Rayo's assignment, bro. His assignment is gonna be to figure that out, bro. Not to get over committed, but at the same time, he's gonna have to mix it up at certain times. He's gonna have to do certain things that's different, because Isak is relentless, and he's relentless with punches. You got like Del Santos. I think he's relentless with like feints. Like with the fear of the power coming, he can get you kind of like in that feeling. Isak is relentless with punches. Like he's relentless. It's coming. So there's gonna be some points where you're gonna have to play your position. You're gonna have to play that distance, establish it, and then mix it up sometimes. But you can't get caught up in his game, or you might suffer a rollie, right?
Not only that.
You know what you said? Somebody said about Keyshawn, about his fight.
Right.
I personally love that fight, because I think that's the type of fight that help develop a fighter. A guy that's gonna play you dirty.
Yeah.
What he's about to say is the truth.
Yeah. I know where he was going.
That's that
He's
baptism
not
in
needed
fire, right?
that.
That's the
Mhm.
baptism in fire. Like those fights, you
Yeah.
come out of that fight with a win. You actually come out a
But you
better
learn
fighter
from
on the other
experience.
side of it. You actually
All
learn something about yourself and learn
You
something
see it on the
about
You
how
want
very
you're
your
gonna
next
fighters
win
to
it.
fight.
experience
You
that
see the
early.
progression on the very next fight.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep. You'll see the results in the next fight. Exactly.
Right.
Well, that's
Right.
why after that fight, when him saying he wanted to fight Tank, everybody was like, "Oh, who is he to say that?" There's something about knowing something about yourself that nobody can't tell you nothing. I'm not saying Keyshawn gonna beat Tank, but I'm telling you, he come out of a fight like that last fight he has, he starts to realize himself, things about himself that he would never. That's why those dance partners are important. That's why that right fighter in front of him is important because he understands himself in a way where I see me beating Tank. I always thought I could beat Tank, but I could weather the storm. I believe he believes what he's saying. And guess what? I want to see him fight.
It gives him confidence.
Ever since like when I view the way I view boxing is that once I saw boxing through a different set of eyes, I realized that all boxing didn't have to look the same to be elite. And I realized that sometimes you can be quote unquote a one-dimensional fighter and be a great fighter. Case in point, Errol Spence Jr. Errol Spence Jr., every time he came out, you knew exactly what he was going to do. He just mastered himself. He understood and he didn't try to be another type of fighter. He didn't try to be a slick fighter, right? But no one could beat him. You see? So that's when a fighter understands themselves, and then you got to understand that Naoya Inoue and Terrence Crawford, although they don't look alike, make no mistake, they're both elite fighters. It's what they do well-rounded as a whole. Their footwork, their placement, their understanding. It's everything, you see? And there are fighters that have unique styles like a Manny Pacquiao. You see? And they were a force to be reckoned with. When a fighter understands themselves and then can put hard work and dedication behind that, you see, and that speaks to like the fighter really knowing who or she is as a fighter. And that I can relate to that.
On that level, you can holler, you can shout out and celebrate a Shakur Stevenson who sits there and says, "Give me William Zepeda," right? I want William Zepeda next, and openly admits it. I ain't never seen a fighter like that in front of me before. I already know that's going to be a test for me, and that's that fighter who just like knows what it takes to develop. He's into the development of himself. Right. You want to see a fighter like that fight against Tank. You want to see a fighter who thinks like that. You know what I mean? Fight against the best fighter in the world. Win, lose, or draw. We win. The fan wins. Right. You win. When you see those two fighters with that mentality get with each other, you sit home with your popcorn and you win it. You win it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. We win. You know what I'm saying? Because that development is priceless. We watching them learn in real time.
Exactly.
In real time.
And I don't know why sometimes, and I want to put this out there real quick, right? Our young fighters that are coming up, and one in particular is Camille Moulton. And I think he's really talented and a polished fighter. And right away, we're already putting him in an argument with Tank Davis and putting him against our guys. And we need to stop that and let this young man develop as a boxer in our sport. He shouldn't be after arguing with champions with 4 fights on your career, on your record. And Camille Moulton grew up in a gym with Tank and those kind of fighters. And them being, you know what I'm saying? Don't stop crushing each other. Let that young man develop. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
And then all of a sudden, listen, words are powerful. And from who they come from, they can hurt that fighter. Tank Davis called Devin Haney an email champion. And with that one sentence, he rocked Devin Haney's career. I don't know if people know that.
Identity crisis.
Mayweather says something, it's almost fucking gold.
Yeah, it sticks. It sticks.
No. And Tank Davis has a lot of loyal fans. And if he says Camille Moulton is cut off, like he cut him off his fight card, I guess he was telling the truth, right? And that Tank should have never did that to that young man.
Nah,
He
had
got
him
him
on
fighting
the
on a
MMA
Jake
card.
Paul undercard now. Brother, you should have showed your young brother some and been old enough to know this is between me and Big Bro.
Right. Right.
Like, don't take it out on him. And Tank lashed out at everyone. You know how that superstar, when he starts to come in his own and he surrounds himself by yes men and no one's telling him no?
Mm.
And you know what's wild about that, right? Is Kamel came here, right? In the mix of that. Remember that? And I told him, I said, don't get involved in that.
Mm-hmm.
Don't involve yourself
Yeah,
in that. That ain't got nothing to do with you.
Why is he going through this? And that's got to be at the back of his mind when this young man needs to develop as a fighter, not to develop Twitter fingers.
Mm.
I mean, if I could chime in on that,
Mhm.
from my perspective, what I see is, a young man, he's only 18, who obviously he's where he is because of Floyd. And I feel like, he wants to be loyal to Floyd. And when Tank started going at Floyd, him as the as the son almost, he wanted to bite back. Obviously that wasn't the best thing to do. Like Blue said, he should have just stayed out of it. But we all been young and immature and said shit we wasn't supposed to say. I think probably I speak for all four of us. And I think that's what happened. I think, retroactively he will probably take it back. It's too late, done deal. He'll grow, I believe, and be who we want him and expect him to be.
Yeah. I thought it was round one was saying was important too, and the way what I took from it was fans. We have our role that we play in developing fighters, right? The trainers have their role, right? The fighters they fight across have their role, like the matchmaking has their role, but fans too, you know what I mean? Who understand to celebrate boxing and understand we only benefit to build Camaro Moten up, bro, to get him where he needs to be, because he's going to be part of some of the greatest fights probably you're ever going to see, or the generation behind you is going to see, however you want to look at it. Breaking down, dismissing, you know what I mean? Dissing young fighters like that. What purpose does that serve? You know what I mean? So I hope that although you're fans of Tank, you still understand, like, you could be a fan of Camaro too. You don't have to pick.
Here come Tank and hurt Camille's Moten's career with just one sentence. And if any fight fan knew the truth about Devin Haney, in fact, he wasn't the first person in history to be alerted via email that he got upgraded. He wasn't the first person, And when Tank said it, everybody made it like that was a new fucking thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
It stuck.
Yeah, and it stuck. So sometimes some of these fighters, what they say out of their mouth can hurt another fighter's career. And, that's another young American fighter. And
that's why I always say we have to be, you can't be irresponsible when you have a voice and a platform. You can't be irresponsible. You got to be you can't mislead the people purposely.
Well, look, if you're in a position where that you're in a position of power, or you have a voice, whether you want to or not, you have an obligation, to have some sense. You know what I mean? And at least remember, right? When we all go outside of our house, do we not honor our family names? Do you not carry your family name with you? Do you want it in the newspaper? Do we always got that one cousin or that one dude that's, you know what I'm saying?
Sit back and watch.
If I'm going to call my wife a queen and I'm going to consider my kids, you can't talk to my kids like that, right? Well, then I need to have pride in my name and know that I need to have sense every time I walk out my house, that I'm accountable for everything I say and everything I do,
right,
out in society,
right.
So we, come on, man, like,
no, that's 1,000% facts. But Jay, tell the people what we got going on, because I got to get out of here.
No doubt. So check it, my peoples. I'm covering boxing here in the Dominican Republic, amateur boxing, and it's elite level, the best of the best in the country. And I'm telling you, if you watch,
as soon as he get,
I look forward to linking up with you guys. Blue, you already know what it is, Blue.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, mandame a link. Send me a link. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
We could talk
I want us
absolutely.
to travel out there, man, and go out there and
Say
Yo,
when.
Blue,
yeah,
my
man.
brother just got trapped in Santo Domingo. He just got back 5 days ago.
Wow.
The airline got hijacked by hackers, and they wouldn't let any planes, Delta, Blue, all of them would not come out. My brother had to pay $350 extra every night with him and his wife until the
Wow.
airlines made an agreement with the terrorists. Yeah, they hijacked them. They were directing flights, different patterns, everything. The whole airline thing had to shut down. No
Wow.
planes could left last week. This was just last week.
Was that the
Wow.
My
Microsoft
brother's
thing?
just been back from South of the week. Huh?
Was that the Microsoft thing? I know Microsoft was like down.
Yeah,
Like,
that okay. They're saying it was this Microsoft thing, but the truth, the Borigo, we found out because people are talking.
right.
No, they got hijacked. And there was like a
Wow.
pirate, like pirates. They took their fucking network hostage and told them we're not gonna give you back control unless you pay us X amount of dollars. That's
Wow.
what
That's
they did.
wow.
I don't know what they were telling you, Mike. I don't watch the news. But I can tell you what my brother told me.
Yeah, that had me wanting to take some money out the bank. Like, you know what? I might say we have to go old school with the safe a little bit and just start leaving bare minimums in the account, man. I can't.
They're having you think it's some Microsoft shit. These dudes is getting jacked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Salute to Ed
Yo.
Hickinson, my brother in the super chat. Much love, Ed.
But listen. That
He
getting
said,
hijacked.
oh.
It's a one shot. It's a one-shot deal getting hijacked. Don't be scared to come to Dominican Republic, man.
Oh,
Oh, no,
we coming. We coming to DR. Oh, we coming. We coming.
They
He
don't
said,
actually hijack you. They just do it on the web. You're safe.
he says Tank's still maturing, finding himself. Yeah, nah, he's 30 years old, man.
Yo, Blue, but what happened? What happened with the Tank is not even using his Muslim Wahid?
Yeah, I don't even know what's going
Hey,
on with
Blue.
that no more.
Hey, Blue. Let me see
I
if
know
I
he
can
did.
work
He
your mind,
did. He
Blue.
did. I know Coach Calvin and Kenny say he did practice Ramadan though.
Okay, Blue. Let me see if I can work your mind, right?
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Tank's 31 years old, right? And up until the point he just defended that WBA world title, he just officially became
Now he's
a
29.
two-division world
He's
champion.
29.
Yeah, he's 20. He's 29. He'll be 30.
29.
He'll be 30 soon.
Okay, check this out. They want him to fight Isa Pitbull Cruz again at 140.
Right.
Now, I tell you what, I don't really want Tank at 140. I think he should stay at 135. But at this late in his career, if he beats Isa Pitbull Cruz, that solidifies with you a 3-division world champion. Officially, you can't take that away. It won't be no interims.
Right.
For as a power business move, just go up there, whoop his ass, get the belt, vacate it or whatever, come back down. But that's a done deal.
Mm-hmm.
He's officially a 3-division world
So we're not getting. So we're not getting Shakur. We're not getting Shakur and Tank.
No, we're gonna get it, man. This notion, what happened is that people was just out here spreading false information, man, and just creating agendas and narratives, and and Shakur is like, listen, he told me flat out, listen, I'm waiting for the contract, I'm waiting for them to hit me up, I want the fight 100%, let's make it happen. And then I told the people from Tank's side that they're trying to direct Tank to go fight and rematch Isaac Cruz, but Tank is like, no, I want Shakur. So
how is he gonna do that if he don't got no promotional company?
I've been wanting to ask you, Blue, though. I've been wanting to ask you, is Shakur gonna take, like, if they trying to give him 30, let's say, is he gonna take that?
Oh, he willing to take $6 million. Shakur just want to make the fight happen.
Shakur made $1 million his last fight.
Yeah, he gets it. So he ain't pricing it. You know what I'm saying? The narrative is being created that he's trying to price himself out. He ain't trying to price himself out. He want to make the fight. People saying he don't want to make the fight. He was asking for 30 million, and that's all fake. Like he ain't asked for nothing. He ain't even get a contract.
If I would try to fight.
I'm gonna make my prediction for y'all right now. Shakur is gonna outbox Tank for 12 rounds. At times, He's even gonna make it look easy. I promise you. Tank gonna put hands on him, but Shakur's gonna do what he's gonna do. I'm telling you.
I can respect it. I can respect your opinion.
Yeah.
My opinion is I think that the fight's gonna look different than any of us think. I think that it's gonna be at first a highly skilled chess match, and then it's just gonna be like two dogs locking down, and we're gonna see which one takes the first back step, and it'll determine from there.
I like it. I think I want to see the fight. I want to see the fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I can't say no other way. Like, who wins? You know, today I might say Shakur. Tomorrow I can say Tank. It just depends.
Yeah.
Man, it depends on what fight I watch, what triangle theory I'm using that day, what ideas I'm entertaining that day. Because I can see happening. I just know those are two special fighters, man. And I know whatever happens at the end of it, somebody's gonna win, and the only way they can win is by being great, bro. They can't be mediocre. Whoever wins this fight is gonna do something special. I'm here for the special.
I think they may even have to be greater because they might both be great on that night.
Yeah, I have no doubt they both gonna be. They both are gonna elevate their game.
So
They both gonna elevate their game.
I think that button, like what did Calvin Ford say? I think that button gonna get pushed. That button that Calvin talking about, I think he's gonna get pushed.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're both gonna elevate their game. And let me say this: they're not gonna elevate their game because their game is already elevated. They're just gonna show us this different facets of their game because they have to, because of the person in the other side of the corner in the ring with them. So. They're not getting better. They are who they are right now, right? They're gonna get more experience. What mistakes you should make at what times and so on and so forth. Understanding, you know, the like Andre Berto said. The thing about Floyd Mayweather is he knows everything that's going on at once, right? Andre Berto said this dude knows how much time is left in the ring every round, right? He said, he grabs you. He's taking 5 deep breaths. He's looking at the clock while he's holding you. He's listening to the referee. He could hear the corner. He said, man, that's amazing. So things like that, you can only pick up with experience.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Your hand speed ain't going to get faster. You know what I'm saying? Now, in Shakur case, as he move up in weight, he may develop more punching power, the less he have to drain himself. But Tank ain't gonna get strong. Like, you know what I'm saying? They are who they are essentially right now.
But they're both gonna pull out the full arsenal on that.
That's what I'm saying, right? Because you forcing me to do it now.
Right. Terrence Crawford can switch from righty to lefty better than any boxer I've ever can remember. Sometimes I used to watch.
You think it's better than Hagler?
Boots good too.
Yeah, because sometimes I wouldn't even notice Terrence switched.
Right.
Because he had no awkward movement.
Right.
He was fighting like, you know, it looked natural.
It don't look different.
It don't look different. Like the announcer had to say, oh, Terrence was in his left. And I was like, oh shit, he is.
Right.
I mean, that's how fluent he looked and comfortable switching. You see?
Right.
And when you got fighters that can understand that kind of level of the game and can bring those kind of attributes into a fight, you know, that's when we speak about the best fighting the best, because, you know, we're talking, if you're talking about Tank Davis and you're talking about Shakur and what side you want to pick, if you're talking about this fight, you're admitting those are the two best fighters you want to see. That's what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it goes to show you whatever qualities these guys have, they're going to go against each other. And there's a thing that we like to throw around in boxing: styles make fights.
Styles make fights.
Until they get into the ring and they start mixing it up. Listen, a lot of people were saying Clarissa Shield hasn't scored a knockout in a very long time. From the minute that bell went bing and that first round went, I said Clarissa's getting a knockout. You can tell.
You can tell by her stance, her posture.
Yes. So sometimes there are things that you can read as a fighter. So when they get in there and they feel out the other guy's power, you know, Tank talked about it. A lot of fighters talked about it. I'm not gonna know how strong he is until I'm in front of him.
Until I get in the ring. Mm-hmm.
Now there are other things that people have been with better disguises. Now, Oya Inoue, that 5'5" Japanese guy, all his opponents, before they found out who he was, they took one look at his photograph and said, hell yeah, I'll fight him. Does he look like a fighter? Or does he look like somebody that's going to come out with a microphone and a boy band fucking sing me some lyrics, right? You didn't think when they showed me that Japanese dude, I say, hell yeah, I'll fight that dude, until you found out he was a monster.
Yo, Blue.
Right.
Yo, Blue.
Yo.
Yo, Blue. I know we're keeping you, my brother. Are we gonna get in trouble with Mrs.
Yeah. Let me get on out of here, man. Brother Ed Hankerson in the super chat dropping that Cinco on this in the super chat. He said, yes, Tank 29. Most men don't mature until 30. Young getting money. When you had no show, you right way. No one to show you the right way. There will be mistakes made. Agreed, great brother. Agreed. But yeah, let me get on out of here, man. Hey, Jay see me waving. He see me waving, giving the thumbs up.
Yo, I don't want no your channel. I linked up your channel, so I don't know, like, if I'll get like, because yo, this internet is funny because you won't get the alerts. Like, I never know when Blue's going live. I just gotta catch him.
Never get
no alerts.
There's a little thing that YouTube is doing.
It's nasty
in
work.
the corner of your alerts. Like, you can accept YouTube notifications, but you gotta go into your app, press YouTube. It'll come up and it'll say another alert system. You gotta press that one.
Yeah, they changed the
I
format.
had to find all that out. None of my subscribers were getting my alerts, nothing, until I came upon this little tutorial and the guy broke it down. And I was like, oh shit. And I was explaining it, and now they're getting them. They're getting back to me saying, yo, I got your notification this time.
Yeah.
And I was thinking that YouTube wasn't sending them out. Sometimes they play fuckery, but I was even hurting myself because I didn't read that notification YouTube sent out that they weren't doing it via email no more. They changed the system and they made it this way. And that most channels, this is their biggest headache, that their subscribers are not getting their notification because you have to do that. And if I just educated anybody on anything, gave you a heads up, you know, that's what we're here for. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. But listen, let's get out of here, man. I appreciate y'all coming through, man.
Yo, fam, love this. We got to do this again, guys.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, man. Hey, I'm thinking, man, we might do this at every Sunday thing, man.
Hey, listen.
Hey, I like this, man. I'm having fun, man.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Hit me up on Instagram.
All right, for sure.
All right, brothers.
All right, brothers.
One.
Peace. Salute to my brother Ed Hankerson in the super chat, dropping another Cinco on your boy Blue. He said the button Calvin talking about Tank don't start really turning up until he gets hit. The harder you hit these, faster it speeds up his process of KO. Yeah. Oh yeah, I see what you're saying for sure. Yep. Jay, all right, brother, appreciate you. Salute.
Yo, Blue, just want to say peace out. I don't want no beef with your boo. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, blessings. I'm gonna hit you up in a second.
No doubt, my brother.
All right,
peace.
But y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. So all I got for y'all. I'm gone. Peace.